Hi Pisces, welcome into your mid-February 2023 Money and Career Tarot reading. I do want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but as we proceed, do keep in mind that this is general for the remainder of your month, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But as well, I more than appreciate the love and support, the likes, the comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't joined this Piscean tribe already. But as you can see, I did pre-poll for Gilded Tarot for you to begin the layered spread. But before we jump into the tarot, I did channel an overall message for you, of course, for your money and career. That being, this impressive success will change your life. This impressive success will change your life. Beautiful. So I sense it's going to be a very powerful remainder to the month for you, where you may even impress oneself in regards to how much you succeed, in regards to what you actually accomplish and how well that ends up being. But at the very, very least, you're going to end up impressing, I feel like, a lot of people, all right? Especially if you put yourself on social media, but regardless of what you're wrapped up with and choose to or feel the need to accomplish, again, very impressive. But we're beginning with the tarot, the Justice card. Beautiful. So the remainder of your month entails levels of justice for, I want to say, efforts up until this point. In the remainder of the month, it feels like you might be a little bit perplexed or confused in regards to the future of your finances, the future of your career, if you look at that blindfold. But there's almost a feeling that you are gaining this justice to keep you moving forward, to potentially make some improvements for oneself down the line, or even in this remainder of the month. But I feel like there's a golden level of success for you that's going to feel very rewarding. It's like, okay, this is why I do what I do. This is why I chose to begin this job or to start this business to begin with. I just feel like you're being pushed towards more, but all the meanwhile, try to find the balance in it all. I'm getting with the blindfold as well. There's a vibe where a lot of Pisces drawn to the reading. You could do something with a blindfold on, right? Because you've done it so many times. It could be a very repetitive task for a job. It could be your skill set, your talent, right? It could be for your business. However it works for you, you're really good at what you do. And they're saying you could literally do it with a blindfold on. So just commend oneself, as I feel like praise and compliments are flowing in. There's a sense of the scales balancing out for you in your favor. I do feel like there's a point in the remainder of the month where, if not multiple points, where you will stop and Spirit's going to push you to give oneself the credit you deserve, right? Because it's not just the credit that's flowing towards you from other people who view your work, who work with you. It could even just be friends and family, all the meanwhile, but you need to give oneself the credit you deserve as the justice flows in, all right? And so we also have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Now this could be talking about some of which drawn to the reading, beginning a job or one that you began recently, or a business you began to get off the ground, or planning to. There's a sense of either way, your third eye opening up to a bit of clarity in regards to what lies ahead for you financially, career-wise, but also in regards to the truth in a situation. It could be the work environment, it could be your home situation. You might be gaining clarity on a past financial investment or a past job that didn't work out potentially in your favor, just in general. But I do feel like your cup is overflowing with certain levels of abundance, one of which naturally with the overall message is success. And I feel like some of which drawn to the reading do need certain levels of attention and people viewing your work for things to grow, develop in the way they're meant to moving forward. But I do feel like there's this vibe where Spirit's reminding you to just keep swimming, keep doing what you have to do in a balanced manner, right? As it just feels like you could be dealing with one of not multiple annoying people at work and or at home. It could be more so noise factors, other complications, or just obstacles when you're trying to get done what you need to. As a reader filming from home, I totally get it, right? Naturally, those kind of disturbances come to be, right? And Spirit's saying, just take a deep breath and tap into that innate ability, to adapt, to multitask, but to just do what you have to do when the time feels right. And if you need to personally step away from, if you feel it's just impossible to get something done in the moment due to outside factors that are outside of your control, then do so, right? It'll get done when it's meant to. So I do feel like all the meanwhile, there's a reminder of divine timing when it comes to the progression of your money and career and when things simply get done. But I do feel like you're thinking about more, right? The abundance feels good, the success feels good, but it's spirit even pushing you at times to ask oneself, what do I see myself wrapped up with when it comes to a perfect career situation or multiple? What is the ideal level of success for me? What is the perfect living situation, the perfect car? Then let's aim for it, right? Not to get impatient all the meanwhile, but allow for oneself to visualize, to manifest, to work towards it, again, all the meanwhile. The High Priestess being your third card, I do feel like there's a sense of you being very spiritually connected and that helping you when it comes to your money and career. Floating through your workday is what I'm getting. Floating through your day-to-day routines. I feel like there is moments throughout the remainder of the month where things do feel like a bit of a challenge at times to get things accomplished. But when you do finally get it done, it feels so effortless. It just kind of, you float through it, or it just, like me in my readings, the words just kind of come out, right? As Spirit speaks through me. The cards just come out. Things will just, again, it reminds you, it wasn't meant to happen at that point for some, moments throughout the remainder of your month. So when it does happen, it's meant to easily come to be and be wrapped up with a bow. I do also feel like you're being reminded when it comes to future doors opening for oneself, ones that closed and recently opened as well. The doors that are meant to open for you will feel somewhat easy, if not fully, right? You can't force a door to open, and it shouldn't feel ultra difficult, almost like you're playing like a tug of war, right? And any doors that are forced closed by the spiritual realm or just by you, meant to be, right? Don't second guess any past endings or just what you're choosing to begin or continue at this time, right? So there's a sense of you needing to trust the clarity you're gaining, what you already know, and your intuition through it all, okay? And what Spirit's just making quite crystal clear, I want to say. I'm hearing the future of your finances is bright. The future of your finances is bright. So please keep that in mind. The Nine of Cups, beautiful. This symbolizing and talking about a wish fulfillment for you individually. Whatever this ends up being for you, it could be a big win as far as money goes. Bear with me as I get a bit nervous. This could be that new job, another door opening for you. It could be a true increase in success and growth for your business or through your job. I feel like you could even be noticed by somebody, if not multiple people of importance, even if that's not fully evident per se. I feel as if there's just, for some drawn to the reading, more than one level of wish fulfillment throughout the remainder of the month, but more so moving forward. It feels like a gradual building of success for oneself that's leaving you with a changed life all the meanwhile. And I feel like Spirit's reminding you, when this comes to be, let yourself get hungry, right, for more. Let yourself feel passionate to keep moving forward, to keep building, growing, accomplishing. But as well, also keep in mind there's just so much more of what you're absorbing, you're gaining positively, right? Again, abundance-wise, moving into the upcoming months, all right? But let's keep pulling. Beautiful, the King of Swords. I feel like naturally you are being viewed as somebody who's very knowledgeable, very wise, very, they're saying intelligent, right? Somebody who is an expert at their craft at this point, or is perfecting it all the meanwhile along the way. There's a sense of you, you've been through the ups and downs, right? You've made the mistakes, had the slip ups when it comes to the field you're working in, or even when it comes to your money. So now you're just, especially when it comes to your work, now you're being viewed as somebody who can put those ups and downs, that your experience, your knowledge, your wisdom to use in a very somewhat effortless manner, right? Again, being able to accomplish something with your eyes closed or a blindfold on. But I do feel like even when it comes to, for some, a door opening, a new opportunity, you're being viewed as somebody who can obviously get the job done. It's naturally why you were given that opportunity or required it. But I do feel like it's this reminder that you just need to tap into what you've been through, and just in a positive sense, in what you have knowledge, experience wise, right? Wisdom wise, to just get the job done when need be. So I feel like you're being viewed in a very responsible light, but again, Spirit keeps wanting to label you as intelligent. So there's a focus on your mind all the meanwhile. But I do feel like there's a reminder of where you don't fit in. This could be a work situation for some that you're continuing, could be more so in regards to people to steer clear of at work and or at home. I do feel like all the meanwhile, you are, it feels like the remainder of the month is going to fly on by. We're just passing 10 minutes and I didn't even realize it, as the messages just keep coming out. I do feel as if you need to be reminded not to overwork yourself and to steer clear of toxic people at work. But I do feel like while the rest of the month kind of speeds on by for you individually, you're going to be moving quite slowly. All right. It's this feeling of you not feeling rushed, not allowing people to rush you, not feeling like you need to force it. That confidence coming into play all the meanwhile. Some of you might be gaining a wish fulfillment in regards to an ending you wish to see come to be, but I do feel like all the meanwhile you're seeing one's finances take an increase, all right, whether you choose to save that money or not. But I do feel like it could help you pay off some bills, clear out some debt, you name it. Two kings, beautiful. So I feel like a lot of what's drawn to the reading could feel very in touch with your masculine side and that helping you with your work in one way, if not multiple ways. But I do feel like there are certain levels of patience you need to have in regards to who you're working with, what you're trying to accomplish, what's at hand, what's changing. But it feels like it is, for the most part, a very sunny remainder of your month where you're being reminded completion leads to happiness, to more success, towards more financial comfort for oneself, right? More growth. I do feel like you're being reminded that you are manifesting like a machine at this point, right? And you're very, very intuitive being drawn to this reading. And so it's the remainder of your month that reminds you you're a star in the making. And this impressive success will leave you with your life changing, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the remainder of your month, and I'll see you next time.